This video essay will explain why I believe the character Twilight Sparkle from the television series My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic is autistic, based on research and personal experience since I have autism myself. This video is not made to offend. This is also a project for my psychology class. This project may be for school, but is also a labor of love that I put extra work into to make this as perfect as I could, with a time limit and basic editing knowledge. With this out of the way, onto the proper introduction to this. What is autism? Autism, as defined by the Oxford Dictionary, is a neurodevelopmental condition of veritable severity with lifelong effects that can be recognized from early childhood, chiefly characterized by difficulty with social interaction and communication, and by restrictive or repetitive patterns of thought and behavior. What is My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic? The show is based around Hasbro's My Little Pony franchise, and is its fourth, and most popular, revival of the series. It ran for a little over 9 years, first airing on October 10th of 2010, and ending on October 12th, 2019. The series stars a unicorn pony named Twilight Sparkle, a student of Princess Celestia, the ruler of the magical land of Equestria. The princess gives Twilight the task of learning about friendship and sends her and her assistant, a baby dragon named Spike, to Ponyville. There, they meet some interesting ponies, including action-loving Rainbow Dash, glamorous Rarity, hardworking Applejack, timid Fluttershy, and hyperactive Pinkie Pie. Together, they go on adventures, solve various problems, and learn about the magic of friendship. Who is Twilight Sparkle? Twilight Sparkle is the central main character of the show. She is a female unicorn pony who transforms into an alicorn and becomes a princess later on in the show's run. Twilight is first introduced in the series as being asocial. She refuses an invite to a friends' get-together, saying that she doesn't have time for that sort of thing.
There you are, Twilight! Moondancer is having a little get-together in the West Castle courtyard. You wanna come? Oh, sorry, girls. I got a lot of studying to catch up on. Does that pony do anything except study?
I think she's more interested in books than friends.
I know I've heard of the elements of harmony. Spike! Spike! Spike? There you are. Quick, find me that old copy of Predictions and Prophecies. What's that for?
Well, it was a gift for Moondancer, but...
Oh, Spike, you know we don't have time for that sort of thing.
It takes her a while to grow into the idea of friendship. In the pilot, Twilight shows more interest in reading books than making friends. Even after making friends, she still holds a strong love for reading, and has been shown to consult books when struggling in social situations.
Slumber 101. All you've ever wanted to know about slumber parties but were afraid to ask.
My own personal copy. It's a fantastic reference guide. You should see the table of contents.
I'm mighty sorry, Twilight.
It's not okay. There's a giant tree branch in the middle of my bedroom, and the book doesn't say anything about having a giant tree branch at your slumber party. Or at least I haven't found that entry yet. Oh, pretty. Where did these come from? They're not in the book either.
Twilight tries to be rational in every situation and takes things very seriously. However, Twilight can lose her cool under stress. This point will be expanded upon later. She also has a knack for organization, often turning to it when things become inefficient. Multiple times through the show, Twilight shows a love for teaching a variety of topics, and eventually opens a school. With all of these points combined, Twilight is shown to be extremely intelligent. Why Twilight Sparkle? Due to how she acts in the show, I believe that she shows several signs of autism, supported by research and the fact that I have autism and can see myself in her. With every piece of introductory out of the way, I can finally dive into what symptoms of autism Twilight Sparkle shows. Keen viewers who are knowledgeable on autism could probably already spot some when I was talking about her personality. Let's take each example at a time, and I'll show clips to support them. A symptom of autism is finding it hard to make friends, or preferring to be on one's own. Within this category, I'm also going to include another symptom, which is not understanding social cues and seeming blunt, rude, or not interested in others without meaning to. In Twilight's early life, and during the beginning of the show, we see these. In the intro, I already put one of these clips to support this, but I'll put a couple more here.
When I was just a filly, I found it rather silly to see how many other ponies I could meet. I had my books to read, didn't know that I would ever need other ponies to make my life complete.
That's kind of funny, isn't it? All these ponies coming to you for advice about friendship.
What's funny about that?
Well, you know, because you used to be famous for being such a bad friend.
What are you talking about? I had good friends in Canterlot.
Come on, Twilight. Look at the wall. Do you see any photos from before we moved to Ponyville? And look at you now, the Princess of Friendship.
This is a disaster! All my old friends. I can't remember any of their names right now. But do you really think that they think I'm a bad friend?
Well, I only meant that you've come so far. Well, you're a great friend now, and...
Oh, I feel terrible. I've got to make it up to them. Pack a bag, Spike. We're going to Canterlot. And make a list of my friends' names.
Another symptom of autism is wanting to have a routine, as well as liking to plan things carefully and getting anxious or upset when things are disrupted. Included within this is organization. Multiple times throughout the show, we see Twilight have various checklists.
Check!
Parchment. Check. Extra ink.
Check!
Extra ink.
Check!
Is that everything on the checklist?
Yep.
Great. Now that we've completed the checklist of things we need to create a checklist, we can make my checklist of the things I have to get done by the end of the day. Ready?
Ready.
Item 1. Create checklist of the things I have to accomplish by the end of the day. With my handy-dandy study checklist, of course. Okay, let's see. Scarf, check. Saddle, check. Boots, check. Spike refusing to get up and going back to sleep? Check. It's a good thing I'm so organized. I'm ready. Bright and early. Oh, maybe a little too early.
If only we could be more organized.
Spike, get my checklist and clipboard. Scat!
Yes, ma'am.
Stop, every pony!
No, really. No,
I've been trying to
tell
stop!
you all this time. This is not gonna work that way.
Sorry. I know you all want to complete your jobs on time, but arguing is no way to go about it. What you need is organization, and I'm just the pony for the job.
There is also one particular episode that focuses around this idea. It's one of my least favorites, but it needs to be covered. In the episode Lesson 0, Twilight realizes that she hasn't written her weekly friendship letter to Princess Celestia and that she's running out of time to do it.
Good thing we don't have anything to report to Princess Celestia this week. I don't think I could write another word.
We haven't sent a letter to Princess Celestia this week.
Why? Is that bad?
Bad! Bad! Of course it's bad! I'm supposed to send Princess Celestia a letter every week telling her about a lesson I've learned about friendship. Not every other week, not every 10 days, every single week.
Huh?
Where's my calendar? Where's my calendar?
Where it always is?
When did we send the last one?
Last Tuesday?
And today is...
Tuesday?
Ah! No. If I don't send her a letter by sundown, I'll be... tardy!
What's that now?
Tardy, Spike. Late. I'll be late. Oh, How could I have let this happen? I'm usually so organized. I've never been late with an assignment.
Oh, please! You're the most studious student ever. I'm sure the princess will forgive you if you miss one little deadline.
I'm afraid to take that chance, Spike. This is the ruler of all of Equestria we're talking about. The pony who holds my fate in her hooves. What if she doesn't forgive me?
Yeah, I don't think she'll...
What if instead she starts thinking I'm not taking my studies on friendship seriously?
Why would she...
What if she makes me come back to Canterlot and puts me back in school and makes me prove I've been taking them seriously by giving me a test? What if I don't pass?
Why wouldn't you pass?
She's my teacher. Do you know what teachers do to students who don't pass? They send them back a grade! But she won't just send me back a grade. She'll send me back to... Magic Kindergarten.
Twilight? Twilight!
Huh?
That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. You're not going to be sent back to Magic Kindergarten.
You're right. I have no reason to worry. Because I'm going to solve a friend's problem and get that letter to Princess Celestia before sundown. So, got any problems, troubles, conundrums, or any other sort of issues, major or minor, that I, as a good friend, could help you solve?
I got nothing.
The rest of the episode is spent with her frantically trying to make a friendship problem happen so she can write about it. I dislike this episode because of how exaggerated her actions are, but it still proves my point. One of the most abundant symptoms we see from Twilight, and even some of the other characters in the show, is stimming. Stimming is something an autistic person will do to help manage their emotions or block out overwhelming sensations. Stimming can include things like flapping hands, rocking back and forth, bouncing a leg, or even repeating certain phrases or sounds. Twilight does various actions like this, such as flapping her wings, the closest equivalent to flapping one's hands, rocking back and forth, prancing in place, rearing, and more. On the screen I've been showing GIFs from the show as examples, but here's a clip to push forward my point.
Okay. We're happy for you, Twilight. Yeah, thrilled. Let's get out of here while we still can.
Are you okay?
Yes.
To prevent this video from going on for too long, I'm going to end it here. Due to the limited amount of time I had to work on this project, I didn't have the time to scrub through the series properly, but I believe that I've provided more than enough examples to support my statement. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and someday, out of school, I plan to make a follow-up to this that's more in-depth, or perhaps make this into a series where I talk about other characters from My Little Pony that I think are autistic.